that was fun, I guess. So last time I fought the Germany, who used a bunch of cards and gold, and then I chose to fight fire with fire and use my own cards and gold. But just like he was AFK when I attacked him, he quickly after that went AFK again. So the war kind of ended in a very anticlimactic way, with me just slowly pushing forward and clearing relative small armies that were just standing around somewhere. And at this point I already had my level 3 tactical bomber stack. I was quite strong. So Finland tells me that Xinjiang and Germany are allied. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you sure? And I was a little bit critical, but they are in the same clan alliance. And Finland said, oh, Xinjiang is trying to help Germany, and he apparently messaged Finland to move to his territory to help Germany. Long story short, we ended up in an alliance together, and usually I play solo for a long time, you know, but I felt like maybe it's time to experience some team play for once. I mean, we're just 2 people right now, should still not be too OP. I mean, when you're like loaded into a game with like a bunch of premier teams, the game quickly becomes uninteresting and boring because it's just gonna be a wipeout. So usually I don't do that. This way we can deal with this eastern threat together. And it's very interesting how Finland is playing. He has been omega rushing industry, which is quite crazy, really crazy. Like, he has 26 units, but is finishing level 5 industry at the start of day 5. But yeah, he has also already pointed out that Xinjiang is using cards just as Germany, but Germany seems full dead. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be exciting. Xinjiang is still, I think, number 1 on the leaderboard. Wow, he actually has already 430 points. I mean, he's Pan-Asian, and to be honest, I think Allies air tactical bombers is actually one of the weaknesses of Pan-Asian. Yeah, usually they go like Armored Core Light Tank, and you know, mass air is actually good against that. But we will see, maybe he does have a lot of interceptors. But yeah, Germany is dead. We cleared some AI, also declared war against Italy and Poland to clear them. But yeah, Spain, I mean, this is not a good army, I think. It probably has some AA, but my bombers be able to deal with it, right? You know, we're doing the classic thing where we are making Fortress Europe, and after that we can probably head east. Now I kind of recovered and on the leaderboard, doing a little bit better now. Relatively soon I want to transition to strategic bombers, but considering that I'm also going mass air at the same time, I need the attack bombers to have flexibility against anti-tank, right? And I can already start pumping out level 1 strategic bombers now. And then, considering that I will have 80 planes to play around with, I can use the strategic bombers more like as a reserve, right? That I do not show yet, but I keep hidden until I really need them. I mean, I am going heavy air, as we see, like, the bulk of my army is basically just interceptors and tactical bombers so far. But the question remains still a little bit, how deep do I actually go into air? Because if I would go fully into air, you know, I would basically have all the steel wasted. And at the same time, I will eventually end up facing some scary artillery stacks that will have high level AA in them. Yeah, I think Navy is still a bait, even as the UK Navy is a bait. And I should probably just make some level 1 units. I can maybe make like destroyers, because at least with destroyers I can use up steel and not oil. You can maybe like pump 10-20 destroyers, spread them out around the island. I'm in Sweden. He's doing weird things. I mean, Finland is also doing weird things. He's been inactive today, which is not the type of teammates that I prefer to have. But yeah, I mean, we are clearing everything. Romania seem to really not have many units left. Like, everything here is empty. I think I'm gonna start now with the strategic bomber production. Oh, day change. And it's an interesting day change because that means we can go to the newspaper. And first, we're basically already number 1 now. And mightiest armies, 4%. 10 anti-aircraft guns. Well, that's 1 dedicated AI. That's so crazy. Like, isn't that funny? Like, the one guy that is able to counter me and stop me the best without using gold is the Bulgaria AI. that means maybe we're gonna implement the next part of our plan, which is to mass mechanized infantry, because I think that is my decision right now. I want to make mechanized infantry. If Finland was active here and pushing hard, and Xinjiang seems to be getting dogpiled. Today we already had somebody message me that everybody's going against Xinjiang, even though Ural is a new player. You don't want to go into Africa. Africa and even the Middle East a little bit. These are very central and we should avoid it. Xinjiang really got wolf-packed or something, like attacked from all sides. High KD, but still lost. I mean, he lost a lot of units, right? So I don't know what happened. We didn't see the fight, but yeah, he got crushed. Instead of, you know, island hopping and trying to knock out Alberta, I guess we are gonna play defensively, and we're gonna have like, you know, the islands, and whenever they want to attack the islands, we're gonna have like an early warning whether they plan to move east. They will probably do that eventually, but you know, it's fine. But we're not gonna defend this, right? But we're gonna make a little bit of a navy, I think, with just like the steel that we're gonna float. For now, we still were busy building industry, but I mean, you can see that our industry is now starting to be maxed out, and I am about to switch into full strategic bomber production. We're gonna have some navy just probably hanging around here, and I don't know, how do we protect this line? I'm not entirely sure, because if the Africans, we don't want to anger them. If we go east, it would benefit us to have peace with these guys, right? Probably just some random units, maybe some armored cars spread across the coastline, I guess. So I think Ethiopia, Upper Volta, and South Africa are allied. And I mean, they only have three options, right? They can either go South America, they can go Europe, or they can go Asia. And the problem is, if I go into the Middle East and I cut them off, I become much more of a target. Mass air is going to be so strong, it's going to be so hard to land. They will never have air supremacy. They will never have a safe landing. Like, the only way they can land then is if I'm asleep or something, and I just don't catch it at all.
I think Upper Walter texted me for alliance and then said something about probably going inactive. And Ethiopia is part of my Discord, randomly spotted me in the game and also kind of said he would probably be going inactive. So this made me think that I'm gonna just hop over to Africa. But yeah, so what I did in terms of production, I made a lot of level 1 strategic bombers, right? I have now 27 level 1 strategic bombers and like 6 more in production, maybe a little bit more. If you play quick and tempo with planes, you will get your planes bruised. It's kinda inevitable. And the only way you could deal with it is by, you know, making more tactical bombers and replacing them all the time. But that just means that you're not gonna scale terribly well, because, you know, tactical bombers don't scale super good. 2 or 3 stacks are perfectly fine, right? But I mean, you really don't need 5 stacks or something like that. I mean, to be honest, maybe what I'm saying is actually not correct, because wasn't my point to go heavy air to overwhelm anti-air stacks? That's something I would mostly be able to do if I actually have something like 5 tactical bomber stacks. But yeah, I think the invasion here of Africa is gonna be relatively straightforward. We're gonna have a few very quick units running around, right? We're gonna scout ahead with our planes. We're gonna clear the strong points with our bombers. Alberta is actually number 1 in the leaderboard ahead of me. Probably just a matter of time until he looks to expand here. I mean, we don't know about the South America, North America situation. There's a good chance that North and South America are gonna start fighting, but we will see, I guess. I mean, you have South Africa, who seems to be stronger, so we might get a good fight here. But it's gonna be interesting, right? I don't really know what I'm gonna do with the level 1 strategic bombers, but I think I will just keep them safe and hidden. Ideally, I'm just gonna wait all the way to 2022 and then convert them from level 1 to level 7 straight. Maybe if I need them before then, I can also upgrade them to like level 5 or something. But I think right now I really don't want to convert them. I don't really need them. Right now I can do everything with my tactical bombers and interceptors and attack bombers. And I am producing some actual strategic bombers now, some level 4 strategic bombers, and I will be able to use them to fight. But the ability to convert 27 strategic bombers to level whatever, I think that gives me a very good spot in the game. I mean, that's just a power move that they can use to knock out one player, almost guaranteed. Manpower is never my bottleneck at this stage of the game, but in this game it really is. Strategic bombs are just very manpower intensive, I guess. But yeah, the plan clearly right now is just take over Africa, establish a west wall, and then, you know, like take the air, have some shenanigans here, and then end the game by taking some more territory here. In just a couple of hours, we should control most of it, because this is gonna go very fast, right? We have an army that can move very, very fast.